I've got two French players, Elementar and Abbasids, which is not good. Hey, we've got a counter to the cavalry, and their archers, their cavalry are going to be better than mine early game. But we're going to try and work around it by aiming to harass his villagers and force him back as long as we be aggressive.
Жарлиг буулгасан буюу. Үнтэр болгосон дагсуу. Би чаднам. Жарлигийг дагсуу. Үнтэр болгосон. Дагсуу. Дагсуу. Билээ. Дагсуу.
Okay, let's start doing some reconnaissance.
Жарлигийг дагсуу.
I just want to play with some chill boys. I just want to be chill. Why is it going to be everything so difficult, painfully competitive? That's going to feed me through the early game. Early game fed, let's do some reconnaissance. Get another guy on wood for the early rush. Anyone found? Scouts came up right behind us. Don't overqueue. Okay, we're good. Or you guys build me market. Spawn out some more dudes. Is everyone up north from here? If not, then we can do some memes.
Би чадна.
We can do some nasty memes.
Эдүгэ морж байна. Өтөр болгосон.
Okay, there's someone up north from me, and they're the horse arse douches.
Ондуга солиwa.
You guys
Анхах цаг болдуга.
build me a stable.
Би үүнийг бариад өгч.
You're on the food. You're on the food.
Ажил хүлээж байна уу? Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
Дагсуу. Хийнэм.
Now we're going to save up for what we need to do next.
Давхнам. Явган турхаг. Удаартнам. Явган турхаг хөдөлмөө. Би давхнам. Жадгаар боссоо. Дарух. За, тэгсүү. Явган турхаг хөдөлмөө.
Хөдөлгөөе бэлэн. Би
Ажилд бэлэн. За, эрдэнэ малтаж байна.
юу хийхгүй? За,
Ажилд бэлэн. Түүнийг барьсан. Турхаг, орон юугаа солилоо.
Where's the gold?
Удаартнам. Жарлиг ёсоор болгосон.
There's his market.
Удаартнам.
There's his gold. And that's his castle. Okay, we're good.
Дарух.
We're good. Okay, that's 4. That's all we need, 4. Market.
Амар байна уу? Амар байна уу? Би гişүү.
ажилд бэлэн. Гişүү тэмгэж буй буюу. Амар байна уу?
Танд юм хэрэггүй. Ажил бол
Харач бэлэн. Ажилд бэлэн.
I need another yurt, but that's going to cost me 150 gold. That's 4 troops. Would like some more.
таксуу.
Анхаарна.
Still waiting on one guy to get spawned out.
Би энд байна.
Танд юм хэрэггүй. Юм хий.
What do you mean I still can't build a yurt? Oh, it's so silly.
Амар байна уу?
Жарлиг болгосон.
There we are. Control 5. Everyone over here.
Бэлэн.
Сонирдох хүн. Мөтхөв. Амар байна уу?
Амар байна уу?
Another yurt.
Би зүтгэхэд байна.
Yeah, because food is tight.
Юм хий. Ажилд бэлэн.
Yeah, I have 13 workers who now aren't eating.
Ёстой ажгаа. Наман суу.
Танд юм хэрэггүй. Ажилд бэлэн. Турхаг.
Сонирд хөрөхгүй да.
Танд юм хэрэггүй.
Юу хийхгүй? Би гişүү ажил хүлээж байна. Танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ? Амар байна уу? Гişүү би ажил гişүү тэмгэж байна. Сонирдох хүн.
Okay, we're good. Over here. Money's not an issue right now. Shit. And then night rushing. They're night rushing.
Би зүтгээд байсан.
Okay, there's my boys. Let's start being aggressive.
Тэнтэй гүрнэх гэж байна юм.
Цугаар бэлд. Би гişүү авчирсан.
Сонор. Өрөө байна юм. Сайн байна.
It's okay. I think we did more damage to them than they did to us. He says.
Ажид бэлэн.
Уугад аран манд чөглөг хэрэгт ачих уу? Хөдөлгөөе бэлэн. Өрөөж байна юм. Сайн байна.
Gold's not a problem. We can fix gold.
Хүлээж байна юм. Анхаарах.
Амар байна уу? Би зүтгээд байсан.
Yeah, gold is really not a problem, especially with traders.
Ажид бэлэн. Юу хийх вэ?
Yeah, trick is with the night rush is to just camp back in here and then start attacking his economy instead of your bowman.
Анхаарна.
Сонирдох уу?
Байна юм. Мани госч үгүй.
That was silly. Shouldn't have happened there.
Амар байна уу? Түүнийг барьсан. Ажид бэлэн.
Амар байна уу? Сонирдох бүрхүү да. Мориндо. За, тэгсүү. За, тэгсүү.
We should be able to get to the castle age soon as well, with the amount of food I'm cracking out.
Амар байна уу?
Oh, hey, hello. I don't know why my guys are going across the map to do this, but hey ho. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, we need to go Castle Age next, and we need more of this.
Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
Энд юм хэрэгтэй боо. Цугаар бэлт.
Юу хийхгүй?
We're running out of food.
Сонирдод хуун.
Сонор хөрөхгүй да. Жардаг болгох гэж байна. Уугалаар энд байна. Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
Энд юм нүгэлсүү. Юм хийх боо. Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
I'm very dependent right now on trade, which is not good.
Хөдөлгөө яа бэлэн.
Анхаар туун. Өтөрбөл. Отсо. Ударалт. Жарилгийг дагсуу. Сонирдлугаа.
Oh, I didn't come back. That's a shame.
Өтөрбөл. Манайх харвж байна. Оггода. Ордо. Ариу гүйлдэсүү. Атнугаа чагсаад татах. Энэ чигваста амнугаа юу. Сугаар анхааралтай баймуу. Бошаар буудах цаг бод бай. Явган зэрэг чимээгүй. Шогт ийг үстгсүү. Энийг тушаадыг ах хөдөл. Баатад надлуугаа хамт явсуу. Эйгэн дөрөв давтдаггүй. Хэд харваж байна. Явсуу. Ийг үстгсүү. Надлуугаа жагсаа талхахгүй. Тушаадыг хүндүүгөө дагсуу. Энийг тушаадыг даг. Хөдөл.
Damn, we won't let me bully these guys anymore. Let's hide here while I look at stuff.
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй. Одоо
Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Ажиллахгүй яа биш. Өгд сонс. Би гişүү төмөө. Удахгүй шин тушаад ирмүү баатаа.
ажиллах цаг боллоо. Би танд банч өгсөн.
Gold isn't a problem, it really isn't.
Болгох цаг болбой.
Food isn't a problem, I can just start churning this shit out. At least it's wood. Wood is the limiting factor.
Надуу зүйтэй. Хинд ажил хэрэгтэй.
Юу хийж эцлэх вэ?
Чимээгүй. Ордоод хөдлөн бой.
Okay, let's go.
Миний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Гişүү хэрэгтэй бол.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
I don't know what you're doing there, but you just chill.
Хааш явах вэ? Тушаалаар гişүү.
Миний чад бүгд тушаал сонирдогдохгүй. Гүцэтгэх. Ариун хумар бод явсгаа. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Гүцэтгэх. Игүстэгсүү. Тушаалыг хурдуугуу дагсуу. Надлугаа жагсаа далгахгүй.
Just chase me around the map, boys. Chase me around the map.
Миний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл.
Every second you chase me around the map is another second you
Тушаалыг
waste.
хурдуугуу дагсуу. Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Тушаалыг дагсуу. Атад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Ариун хумар бод явсгаа. Гүцэтгэх. Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Атад надлугаа.
Food is could be better.
Юу хийж ажиллах уу яа би. Зүйтэй. Энд
Ажиллах уу бэлэг. Олборлож дуусгасан.
ажиллах уу яа бэлэн. Бүгд тушаа надлугаа жагсаа даадахгүй. Гүцэтгэх. Миний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл. Атад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Бидний рүү татгалбгүй. Надлугаа жагсаа даадахгүй. Игүстэгсүү. Атад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Тушаалыг дагсуу.
Let's run away now.
Гүцэтгэх.
Let's run away.
Тушаалыг хурдуугуу дагсуу. Эний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл. Ариун хумардод явсгаа. Бид сумасүй. Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Тушаалыг хурдуугуу дагсуу.
400 food, 500. Yeah, we don't need that much wood.
Надуур ажил өгнөн буйцаа. Юу хийж эзлэхгүй.
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэг та юун хэмээн тушаахгүй. Явган зэрэг бид хараа эритэгварта андугаа юу? Би гүцэтгэв. Ариун хумар дод явсгаа. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Би гүцэтгэв. Ариун хумар дод явсгаа. Миний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл. Тушаалыг хурдуугуу дагсуу. Маатад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Тонгож байна. Гүцэтгэх. Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Надлугаа жагсаа далгахгүй. Надлугаа жагсаа далгахгүй. Эний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл. Эритэгварта андугаа юу?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Атад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Эний тушаалыг даг. Хөдөл. Надлугаа жагсаа далгахгүй.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Эритэгварта андугаа юу? Атад надлугаа хамт явсуу. Ариун хумар дод явсгаа. Надлугаа жагсаа далгахгүй. Сумасүй.
I should be going to the Imperial Age now, really. I've got so much everything else. It just needs to go on food.
Бүгд сонс мах элбэг олдмоо.
But I think I've done damage. I've done what I needed to do. I got in there, did what I needed to do. I should have bought my allies a load of time just to build up a coherent force.
Чимээгүй чухал хэрэггүй юм уу? Миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Do this setup up the Udan. It's been a general pain in my ass. Okay, let's start putting pressure on again.
Миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Баатад надлууга хамт явсан. Ата эрэлхэг баатаа хамлууга яв. Тушаалыг хүлээгүү дагсуу.
Okay, it doesn't look like I need to put pressure on yet. Looks like this. My allies are doing a very good job.
Тушаал буулгах цаг болбай. Одоо үүнийг барьсан. Юу хийж эцэслэх буй? Угаар анхааралтай баймуу. Аата анхаадлуугаа жагсаад алхагдахгүй. Бүгд тушаал сонирдогдохгүй. Надлуугаа жагсаад алхагдахгүй.
Таны тушаалыг хүлээмэй.
Ажиллахгүй яа бэ? Хатахгүй байдаг түүцгүй. Чимээгүй. Надлуугаа жагсаад алхагдахгүй. Баатад надлуугаа хамт явсан. Тушаалыг дагсан. Миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Бүгд сонс. Эдшний би юу хийх бодохгүй шид эрэлхэг баатаа.
Oh, he's built walls to hold me off. What a douche.
Эрэлхэг баатаа амдуугаа яв. Миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Аригүндсүү. Баатад надлуугаа хамт явсан. Миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Атарваа тушаалыг хүлээ. Баатад надлуугаа хамт явсан. Эрэлхэг баатаа амдуугаа яв. Атаргүй надлуугаа. Атарваа атаргүй миний тушаалыг даг хөдөл. Атарваа тушаалыг хүлээ явсан. Эрэлхэг баатаа
No. No. Oh, he's built wonders. What an arsehole.
юу хийж
Цугаараа анх
гөрөө сайхан бүлгөө. Зүйтэй энд ажил хэрэггүй.
юу хийж эцлэх буй? Би түүнийг удалгүй бариад дуусгасан.
Уран барьсан бай. Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Тушаалаар явмуу. Би түүнийг удалгүй бариад дуусгасан.
Шин тушаад ирлээ. Бэлэн бурагш давш. Одоо тугаараа яв.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Эдишний
Ажиллах үе бэлэн.
Oh, that food. Keeps spamming out that food, eh?
надуур ажил өгнө буй за. Би түүнийг одолгүй бариад дуусгасан.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Бүгд сонс. Хөрөөлгүй сайхан бүлгөө.
Энэ барилга олон зууныг ил.
Shit, he's already brought an army. Damn, his army's already going. Alright, fine. Top 7.
Би мандайдан явсан. Ирчүүдээ зөрөгтэй давшигдах уу?
At this stage, I should have done so much damage to economy. It shouldn't be that difficult to beat him. I'll just be very upset if it is.
Эрчүүдээ. Эрчүүдээ.
Ирчүүдээ миний үгээд явагдах уу? Миний үгээд явагдах уу? Ирчүүдээ хөдөлж би мандайдан явсан. Хичээсү. Ирчүүдээ хөдөлж
Okay, next wave to come down. Who's 1,000 a turn? Yeah. Economically, we can't be beaten. I like to think we won that eco race.
Үүрэгтэй үл тууснам. Ирчүүдээ. Хичээсү. Хоёрт баатарж агсан бай. Марта.
Yeah, so far, doing good so far.
Үүрэгтэй үл тууснам.
There's the army.
Хоёрт баатар миний үгээд явагдах уу?
Next wave. I did the job to keep the artillery busy. There we are, and then hold. Some minor trolling by the Abbasids, but that won't save them. If that one to go, it's over.
치매구이 경고 내릴 거야.
Okay, the one guy left, I think. Yeah, the one guy left.
압도가 작사 나타를
미니 시드미 가라 객기 순 오이스바 비만배 능력수
That just leaves this guy up to the north to deal with.
샤프의 오르테
No ways. I mean, I'm pretty. It's quite a hard game to talk because it's very micro intensive. You got to rather concentrate, so it's quite difficult to sometimes communicate what you're doing it. So in this case, it was just damage to eco. The amount of damage I was doing to the economy by knocking out their villagers has slowed them down massively. And then, of course, they had to build units to counter me, which then slowed them down even more. And it was just back and forth. I think the best way to deal with French knights is just to get in your TC and just hide and wait it out, because they'll have to leave eventually. Well, in the meantime, you can start damaging their economy with your own bow archers, and they'll eventually have to be forced to withdraw or do something to counter your archers. Otherwise, you're just going to bring their stuff to zero. Especially on the 4 versus 4, after you turtle up there, you can move elsewhere and carry on. As you can see, I was still pretty bottom of the rung because with this strat, you're just always bottom of the rung because you're slow and you're behind. But if you try and look at what stage these guys got to, level 4, a lot of them didn't even get to level 4 because of the damage to the eco. And so I was actually, even though I'm quite behind, I'm not as behind as, say, other players. So this guy rushed eco 4, this guy rushed 4, and then the other two just didn't manage to do anything. But the trick is with the Mongols is you've got to keep on applying pressure and doing as much damage to the economy as possible to slow them down for the rest of your allies. It's very much a team-based nation to play, because if you because you're going to be gimped at the late game, so you need to make sure that you've bought your allies enough time so they can counterattack. And with their own larger armies, like as you can see, all the pressure was on me. I was putting all that pressure on to do as much damage to their villagers, which is what, 50 gold a pop, and then they can't do any gathering, anything like that. So I was putting pressure on villagers. I was putting pressure on traders, just to basically devastate their economy and slow them down. In which case I was very good at doing. There's 5 villagers. There's what, 60, 100, 180, 240, 300 food already gone down the drain because of a couple of bowmen. However, it's very high risk, high reward. As you can see, once they start putting more and more pressure on you, building more and more troops to crush you, you're going to eventually start to struggle, and you're going to eventually probably lose your units. Like you saw, I lost my units in the end. But it's a case of constantly moving around, if you can, the back line where a lot of the defenses aren't, ambushing there and then retreating away to somewhere else, probably in the back line, and hoping that no one bothers to chase you. Then you can come around again, do some more ambush tactics, run away, and keep on repeating over and over and over again this constant pressure. Of course, towards the end they got wise and built a wall and basically penned me in, so I couldn't keep on doing it. But until they did, it was just like a complete cakewalk, because although I couldn't blow up buildings, I could just devastate their industry and their villagers by not getting any of that gain rate in. A very difficult game as the Mongols, because again, it's so dependent on your allies. If your allies aren't very good, all that time and delaying won't really work in your favor. But if your allies are good, then they'll be really miles ahead. And so you can see from 3 to 4, you see the enemies were constantly sort of hovering around. So if we take a look at, take off the yellow, like so, and show the red. So most of my ambushing, so feudal 2 kicks in. most of my ambushing starts taking place. Some hits to the economy there. Oh, unit count. Let's go to villager count. Villager count. Yeah. See, I'm pretty behind. I get hit, but then the French gets hit. They get hit again. They get again. They get hit again, and again, and again, and then eventually they peak off. But each time I'm doing that, they're taking that couple of steps down. Now, if you take a look at the other players, straight up to the top. Okay, a bit of a hit here, but basically straight up to the top. No hits, no damage whatsoever. Now, if I take myself off and try and compare, again, so because of this, it put this guy on par. Again, because of this, it put this guy on par. So even though it looks like small bits of impact, you're doing a massive deal of damage and allowing these guys to catch up. If we take a look at military count. So yeah, whack, right up there. So military count, pretty low. Starts to, if we get rid of these guys again, pretty high. No real investment here. This guy starts to massively invest as soon as he starts seeing the ambush tactics, and gets all the way up to 4 in his military. So he's just wasting a load of resources trying to counter my very small amount of resources. These guys sort of don't, but then this guy has to kick in by age 3. And then at this stage, they're sort of done for and they're starting to get attacked and they sort of give up. And this is why I lose a lot of my troops in that ambush. And it's just trying to increase their cost to your cost, which is very important. Add score. I suppose we could do score, but you can see I'm not very high on the score. You don't get a lot of very high scores to Mongols, even though you've had massive game impact. And military units killed 97, lost 63, raised 3, and most of those were villagers. And economy-wise, but I think it's the timeline really which demonstrates it. Would like to have been more decisive with the killing of villagers, but you don't really have a lot of time. Once they start reacting, you can't really get close to the town centre, so there's this constant ambush tactics. But these guys would have been behind if it wasn't for those hits. So this is where I was hit by the French knights. This is where I hit the French village to make them run away. Hit again, hit again, hit again. So these little hits are bringing them down in their economy. And if we look at their military count again, absolutely no militaries apart from myself and this player. Which player is this? Camus. Apart from Camus, Camus is also starting to invest heavily in troops. So no hit. And then they start increasing their military spending instead of these guys. And that means I've allowed these guys to turtle up into age 4. Although they do take a dump there, but so did I. And it's a little thing like that. It's a constant pressure to keep them away from looking at other things. But it's very hard to do. Like most of the time I'll fail it. Like I'll go in and I'll get too close to the TC and lose all my units. Or I will get penned in, or they'll set up decent defenses and I can't get round behind them into the back line. So it'll be very difficult to do. But the sweet spot is if you can get behind their towns or villages, or behind their settlements, and then start ambushing from the rear. A lot of the time they won't see it coming and be able to ambush them, and the troops won't be there, and then you can run away back into the wilderness, into the dark, just to move and attack somewhere else. However, you do need scouts. You need scouts. You need to start scouting, seeing the vulnerable positions, and going, okay, there's a vulnerable gold reserve there. I'll attack that, then run away and attack somewhere else. Let's be very opportunistic and make sure you've got your scout or your Khan with you to make sure there are areas of opportunity to attack. Otherwise, you'll struggle. But there you go. Little eco hits. Now, what I find frustrating is the bowmen don't do a lot of damage. And that means... oh, these gobstoppers are awful. It takes a while to kill villagers, which of course is not good. You want to be able to just delete them. But I still think feudal is where you want at least 5 or so bowmen just to keep on applying pressure, and then only start escalating if you start seeing your enemy escalate. Anything high is sort of letting the team down. And markets, 4 versus 4 markets. Traders are so disgusting OP. I had no one on gold, I had like 4,000 gold. Traders are very, very powerful. Anyway, I'll be off for about 30 minutes or so. Well, about 10 minutes or so. So I will restream with Cold Harms, Gates of Hell, with some custom workshop missions. Let's see. Most recent. See if there's any decent missions. West Escape is not a decent mission. Okay, I got a couple ideas. Anyway, I will be back shortly. So, adieu.